Now to a story that has continued to develop overnight. Officials in Germany are trying to determine a motive for the deadly shooting rampage in Munich. A teenage gunman opened fire at a crowded restaurant at a shopping mall on Friday, killing 9 people, some of them children, before turning the gun on himself. More than a dozen people were injured in what marks the third most violent attack in Western Europe over the past 8 days. Seth Doane is in Munich with the latest. Seth, good morning.
Good morning. We know that the shooter was an 18-year-old German-Iranian man who grew up here in Munich. He did not have a criminal record, and police have not found any ties to any terrorist groups, including ISIS. It was said, though, that he was getting psychological help.
An eyewitness caught the moment the shooter opened fire outside a Munich McDonald's, sending people fleeing. It's not known why the 18-year-old gunman started firing, but at this point, police believe he was acting alone. The German-Iranian man was heard yelling from the roof of a parking lot, "I'm German."
First,
I thought someone had thrown firecrackers, this neighbor said. Then I look down and suddenly see someone who shoots into the crowd. 2,300 police from across Germany and Austria responded, and Munich was put on lockdown as hospitals prepared for victims.
We got one of the most critical injured patients because
Dr. Peter Bieberthaler is the head of the trauma department at Reichslehrerheiser Hospital.
We tried to stop the bleeding, but the bleeding was not a problem. In this case, the traumatic brain injury was a problem because there were several bullets right into the brain.
His patient did not survive. The death toll stands at 9 victims. Today, police raids are taking place in the search for clues. This shooting follows a separate incident here in Germany on Monday, when a 17-year-old Afghan asylum seeker wielding a knife and axe wounded 5 people on a train. Islamic State claimed responsibility for that attack.
The gunman killed himself and was found dead just about less than a mile from the scene where we are standing here. He had a backpack filled with ammunition. It is believed that he was obsessed with paying attention to different mass shootings, but Anthony is not known to have had any sort of political affiliation.
Seth Doane in Munich, Germany. Thank you, Seth.